The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of Central Kentucky high school football starts now. Presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College.
Good evening, everyone, from Tates Creek High School in Lexington. Welcome to another broadcast of Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod. It's playoff time tonight as the Madison Central Indians take on the Tates Creek Commodores here at Tates Creek in a 6A playoff game. I'm Keith Elkins, KJ Jones alongside. Jackson Miller is our producer tonight. John Strange on camera. That's your Glycod crew, and we're very glad to have you along with us tonight. And KJ, we've made it to playoff time, and this is one of those 1-4 matchups. There will probably be some games around the state where that'll mean a lopsided score, but I wouldn't look for that here. This Madison Central team has lost 3 in a row, but they've been very competitive against some very good competition. This could be a very tough one for Tates Creek.
It sure can be, and I think that it will be. I don't think Tates Creek can overlook their opponent tonight. This is a very good Madison Central team over here, so I expect them to be very prepared, and I expect a very good game tonight.
We've got some individual stars for you to look out for tonight, too. B.J. Evans for Tates Creek and Bryant Mathis for Madison Central, both headed for college football at some point, and they are outstanding running backs, and they'll carry quite a load tonight for their respective teams. So each of these teams has a big weapon to go to.
They do, and as you said, B.J. Evans, he leads 6A in rushing yards and in rushing touchdowns, and also District 8 Player of the Year. So really nice player right there that I'm really excited to see tonight.
We've got a beautiful night for football, 61 degrees as we get close to kickoff. We expect that temperature to drop down into the 50s tonight as the game goes along, but a 0% chance of precipitation tonight, so it should be just a great evening to get postseason football started here at Tates Creek. A look at tonight's weather forecast was presented by Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment. They offer the right equipment for the right job. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, 1111 Winchester Road. Much more to come on our pregame show. We'll hear from both coaches. That'll be coming up in just a few minutes, so stay with us here on Glycod.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
A new year means next-level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
You have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
With Fast Signs, see the visual possibility in your business. See it in lights and flags, on a van, in metal, on the floor, in color. With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement. With your masterful team of visual marketing experts, anything is possible. Fast Signs, make your statement.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at donfranklinauto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
At a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
Talking with Coach William Blair of Madison Central. Coach, here we are, playoff time. It's a big time for everybody. What are your thoughts as you head into postseason?
I love this time of year. I love the weather. I love what every game means, every snap means. And, two good teams are going to play tonight. So that's pretty awesome.
And your team comes in, if you just looked at the record, you'd think, well, they're really on a downturn. But you played some very competitive games against some real good competition and had a tough break in trying to reorganize under a new quarterback last week, too. So how has your team come through this stretch?
Well, we're just continuing doing what we're doing, not looking at, one kid goes down, changing up your offense. We just stay consistent with what we did, and we had a young man step up and play quarterback. At one point, he was going to be our left guard during the season, but he's a sharp kid, came in, did a great job, and we just continue doing what we're doing, running the ball and playing strong defense. And, we're in a tough district with Bryan Station and Douglas and GRC, so it primes us ready for a good team like Tates Creek has.
You have to, I would think, collaborate with the coaches. You have a little bit of an unconventional style that you run sometimes. But tell me about your staff, what it means to you, and how you approach each opponent in general in a game plan.
So with our game plans, we look at the like looking at their offense. Got an awesome quarterback. They've got two receivers, the Cooper kids, and the running back. I think he got district player of the year. Coach Hawks does a great job. We see him during 7-on-7s. Have total respect for him. So, we're coming this game knowing that they're going to be a well-coached, athletic team that they have. So that makes us understand the importance of, in our offense, not to fumble the ball and have a good long drive to keep his offense off the field.
Mm-hmm. What about players to watch? I mean, obviously it's a team game. You need good efforts from everybody, but if fans are looking for a player or two to watch from Madison Central, who might that be?
Well, our last 2 years, Bryant Mathis is our leading running back. Last year we had a single back set where he took a lot of the carries, led 6A in carries, and this year we've been able to distribute the ball a little bit more, but he's our primary running back. And then complement him is Corinthian Barnes and Jackson Pritchard and Davion DeBruce. So we've got a few guys. And then Cody Morris is our wide receiver. He doesn't have a lot of receptions on the year, but his touchdown to reception ratio is pretty good. So when we call his number, he knows he's not going to get his number called a lot, but they're going to mean something. So that's pretty exciting. And to see, and then on defensive side, Sam Farmer at middle linebacker didn't play last year, had an injury, and he is, when he's on the field, you can tell. He's number 50, plays middle linebacker and plays sideline to sideline. So we're excited about that. And we got a lot of young players that we have. Not a lot of size, but we got a lot of speed and a lot of grit. And that's what we ask for.
All right. Thanks a lot. Good luck tonight. Yep. We'll be right back on Glycod.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
At a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Take your ride to the next level in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
The new 2025 Kia Carnival is the definition of next level, and you can score yours for just $449 down and $449 a month. Or drive home the crowd favorite 2024 Kia Telluride, just $399 down and $399 a month. Plus, get as low as 1.9% financing on select 2024 models like Kia Sorento, Sportage, and Forte.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Next level savings start at Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
Let's get real. You could go to work right after high school, but spend a little time with us and we'll give you a better chance to do more, be more, and earn more. College for the real world. College for your world.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
I love Head Start.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
Back at Tates Creek High School, getting ready for a kickoff between Tates Creek and Madison Central in a 6A playoff game tonight. And, of course, some outstanding seasons for both these teams and resulting in honors for the coaches, KJ, as we had both Coach William Blair and Coach Jonathan Hawks. William Blair of Madison Central, Jonathan Hawks of Tates Creek received Coach of the Year in their respective districts. It was Blair for District 8 in 6A, and then Hawks for District 7. So they did have outstanding years, and of course an individual player award for B.J. Evans, District Player of the Year. So congratulations to all those guys, and a great way to wrap up what's been a great regular season for them.
Oh, for sure, and I expect a well-coached game tonight. Both these coaches winning their Division Coach of the Year, which is a big shout-out and just shows how much dedication and hard work they put to their teams. And then also B.J. Evans winning, just showing how good of a player that he's been this season as well.
Well, tonight's keys to the game are presented by Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky. They strive to keep your trucks moving through outstanding parts availability and unmatched service, all while glorifying Jesus Christ and building relationships. KJ, keys to the game.
Yeah, tonight for Madison Central, they'll need to rely on their strong run game. They have 3 guys with 45-plus carries, so that shows that they have a multitude of guys that can run the ball back there, and they also need to get some defensive line pressure. Tates Creek has some dynamic receivers, a good running back, and also a good quarterback, so they'll need to disrupt the offensive timing for the Tates Creek offense to slow them down, and then also just controlling the game. They're on the road, and they need to get the run game established and just keep the Creek offense on the sideline.
Tonight's keys to the game presented by Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky. We are getting closer to game time tonight. And Tates Creek keys.
Yeah, for Tates Creek, they'll need to load the box on defense. The Indians are a very heavy run team, and then also get B.J. Evans some carries. He's the District 7 Player of the Year. He's averaging about 170 yards per game and also two TDs, so they'll need a big game from him. And then also just getting defensive stops, getting key stops. They have a high-powered offense, but the defense is allowing more than the offense with 31 points per game, so they'll need to get some big stops tonight and help their offense out.
And those are the keys to the game presented by Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky. We'll take a timeout, and we'll hear from Coach Jonathan Hawks of Tates Creek after this as our pregame show continues on Glycod.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
A new year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
Talking with Coach Jonathan Hawks of Tates Creek, and Coach, here we are, playoff time. What are your thoughts as you get into this postseason?
Right now, again, I always been saying it all year. We're still a young team, so be good to get our kids out here and just, I told them, I said, just come out here and play, have some heart, fight. And the result's going to be what they're going to be, but we need to come out and be the best versions of ourselves tonight.
Do you feel like in this preparation of before playoff games that your team is set and ready to go, to everybody in a good mindset?
Yes, sir. The mindset is what's been making me, be more confident about as we start playing, this first round game, and then, every week is it's a 1-0 match, right? So you look to get past this week, but the kids have been so positive and just working hard. The energy at practice has been good, and so you just look forward to seeing them boys display that out here on the field tonight.
I've talked to you a couple of times this year about B.J. Evans, but he has put together the kind of year throughout the season that I'm sure you were expecting of him and hoping for him. Just tell me about him and his success and what he means to this team.
Yeah, B.J. means a lot. He's a heartbeat. A lot of times when he pumps his heart out there on the field, the other kids will follow him. And so I think tonight is one of those games where BJ's going to have to be the leader that he is, and he's going to really have to bring his teammates along with him. And there's going to have to be some teammates going to have to step up and step in front of him, too, because Madison Central has done a great job as a program this year and getting better. And I believe that, at the end of the day, it can't just all be on BJ tonight. It's got to be on those other guys that's on this teammate, and this team as well.
Madison Central, they're not afraid to be unconventional, and they are unconventional in their formations and what they try to do. I've heard some coaches say that that's important to what they call assignment football. Everybody really has to know where they need to be and who they need to take care of, don't they? And what's the challenge in facing a team like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's these teams. I ran this offense in high school, so I understand how complicated it can be. But for our kids, it just really comes down to just playing and, like you said, knowing the assignments, really being truthful and really trusting each other. And if they can do those things, they can come out and do something special tonight.
And this is a 1-4 matchup. Not that that means anything to you as far as the players and who you have to go against and all, but record-wise, on paper, it looks good for the 1 seed. But this is a very competitive Madison Central team. They've lost some close games. They're pretty tough.
They're going to fight. I mean, they're going to fight. There's some guys out here on the other side of the ball that's going to put up a fight. And our kids just got to understand that there ain't nothing we can do to hide away from it. We're here in this moment. And my kids are prepared. They're prepared for it. And I just, like I always tell people, and I've been saying it all year, we won a district. I've been blessed for that, but we're young. So there's going to be some mistakes made on our behalf tonight, and we just got to learn how to play through that and still play hard football and get a win.
All right, thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll be right back on Glycod.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
Let's get real. You could go to work right after high school, but spend a little time with us and we'll give you a better chance to do more, be more, and earn more. College for the real world. College for your world.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
Back at Tates Creek High School, just a few minutes away from game time tonight as Tates Creek takes on Madison Central in a 6A playoff game. This broadcast is authorized by Tates Creek High School with production rights owned by Glycod. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all participating student-athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you for watching. Keith Elkins, KJ Jones, here for you tonight for our Glycod crew, which also includes producer Jackson Miller and our camera operator John Strange. So we welcome you to Tates Creek High School for a big playoff game on a beautiful night, KJ. And as we mentioned a little bit earlier, we're going to get to see some standout players. So as we take a look at starting lineups in this segment, we can talk about some of the key players that we'll see tonight. And Madison Central, they'll use some unusual formations tonight, but they count a lot on Bryant Mathis. He's been a real bellwether for them, and we'll count on him to hold that football a lot tonight.
Yeah, he's a guy that has almost 1,000 rush yards on the season, and he has over 100 carries on the season, so that's the real workhorse on that side of the ball. So, yeah, we expect a big game from him.
So we'll look for Mathis on the Madison Central side, and Tates Creek, of course, the District Player of the Year. B.J. Evans is in their backfield. Darnell Burnside has been a quarterback who has developed over the course of the season, and we'll look for the Cooper brothers to play big roles in the receiving corps, and they'll be counted on a lot tonight for Tates Creek, too. They do have a number of different ways to move the football, but B.J. Evans is pretty much at the center of everything, isn't he?
He is, and as you said, they have a number of different ways to move the football. Darnell Burnside, he has over 1,300 pass yards, 17 touchdowns, so that's a lot of yardage right there and touchdowns for the quarterback. And then you add an explosive run game with B.J. Evans with over 1,700 rush yards and 20 touchdowns on the season. And again, as you mentioned, the Cooper brothers, they also have over 5+ touchdowns each on the season, so just a multitude of ways they can hit you on the defensive side.
Well, tonight's starting lineup is brought to you by Roosters, and pregame show continues in just a moment, and we're getting closer and closer to kickoff time tonight in playoff football here in Kentucky. So stay with us on Glycod.
We're here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
From Glycod, it's Central Kentucky High School football, presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Never underestimate you. Tonight's game is brought to you by Cartown Kia in Nicholasville, movement that inspires. IBEW Local 369, power up your potential. Mathnasium of East and West Lexington, changing lives through math. Roosters, a fun, casual place for wings and more. Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky, Community Action Council, New Vista, Tech 24, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, and Fast Signs. Now to the field for all the action from Glycod on Central Kentucky High School football. Presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College.
Just about set for football here at Tates Creek. Glad you've joined us tonight on Glycod. KJ Jones played on a state championship team for Male High School back in 2015. And KJ, this was the start of it all. You had to win that first one before you could get on that state championship trail. A big game for everybody around Kentucky when they get a chance to take part in postseason play.
Oh, for sure. This is what you've been working for the whole season, from the wintertime workouts that start around February all the way to now. This is what you've been working for. So all the coaching you've done, all the hard trainings, all the long practices, 2-a-days, this is where you put it all on the line at right here.
And we've had the toss of the coin here at midfield, and just about set for football tonight at Tates Creek, and just a little bit of what you might call crisp air, but for football players, this is just about perfect, isn't it?
It is. It's not too cold, not too warm. This is what they call real football weather here.
Tates Creek Commodores headed out on the field to join the captains. Tates Creek comes into tonight. They're on the uptick as they have won their last 3. And 4 straight, actually. Their last loss, 42-0 to Bryan Station back on September 20th. And they've won 2 in a row in first-round playoff action. Got a victory last week over West Jessamine, 42-21. And we talked about how Madison Central is coming in on a losing streak of 3 games, but they met some tough teams in that 3-game losing streak, losing to Douglas by just 7 points, GRC by 12, and Bryan Station by just 4 at Bryan Station. So this is a very competitive and tough Madison Central team, and we look for a good competitive ball game here tonight, even though, as we said earlier, the 1-4 matchups often result in some lopsided scores. We do not expect that tonight.
Oh, for sure not. And as you said, the last few opponents that Central faced were all some tough opponents, all top in 6A, so can't really hang your head on those losses and have to snap back into it and try to get a win tonight.
And we will see Blake Hitchcock get ready to kick it off for Tates Creek tonight. They deferred to the second half, so they'll be kicking here to start the ball game. We'll look for Jeff Hairston back to receive for Madison Central. Javius Fields usually joins him back there, returning a kick. And we hope you enjoy our broadcast tonight as we get set for postseason football. Visiting team Madison Central in the white jerseys tonight with the red numerals, red pants. Tates Creek in the dark jerseys tonight, and we are set to go. And there's the kick on its way. Taken on the far side, up to the 15, the 20, and crosses the 25, the 30, and breaks into the clear, 45-50. 1 man left, and he's going to corral him at about the 30-yard line. Jeff Hairston on the return.
And it looked like Luke Cooper making the touchdown saving tackle, and although you gave up a big kick return right there, you were still able to come back and still stop him before he made it all the way.
Made the play, but a great return by Hairston, who of course is very quick back there returning those kickoffs, and what a great setup for Madison Central here to start the ball game. They'll be on the 29-yard line in Tates Creek territory as we get set for their offense to take the field. Now they shift again, and here is Carson Herbst, the quarterback, handing off. Got a man open around the left side, and he's going to take it all the way in for the touchdown.
And you see Central coming out in the wing T right there, which can be really tricky to guard, and you have to make sure you're disciplined on defense.
But we got a flag on the play. Looks like it'd be a penalty against Madison Central, a holding penalty, and back they go.
Really good start here for Central tonight, and that flag bringing them back there from a touchdown. But you want to stick with what you've been doing.
First down and 5 now. Like right into the middle for Barnes.
You know, like a fullback dive right there. And again, with the wing T, you have to make sure you're standing on your keys and watching where the linemen are going.
Yeah, so it's a penalty against the defense on that first one and move them ever closer. So now we've got second down and about 3. Got Bryant Mathis in that backfield along with Barnes. There's Morrison to the right. Now whistle blows, and we'll get a penalty before we get this play underway. So first down play. The give is to Mathis. He's got an opening. He's to the 5. He's into the end zone for the touchdown.
And again, they give it to Mathis right there on the halfback dive, and he's able to weave his way in for the touchdown. And it's going to be a long night for the Commodores tonight if they can't stop that run game.
Well, Mathis is to the right side of that line. He's an excellent running back and headed for college football. Has an offer from EKU, and he is in for the first score of the ball game. We'll see what they do here on the extra point try. And they're going to pitch, and it's going to be taken in by Gilbo. He's normally the kicker, and he took it in, and that's a 2-point conversion. A quick start for Madison Central. They're up 8-0, and that comes with 10:57 to go in the first quarter of play. So what a start for the Indians.
Really, and I really like that play call on the 2-point conversion, also going with the speed option, and the Commodores defense just unprepared right there to stop that play.
So Madison Central with the early lead, 8-0. Bryant Mathis took it in. Mathis, 5'10", 190 pounds, senior, 118 carries on the year before tonight, 909 yards, 9 touchdowns. He's also thrown the ball 4 times for a touchdown pass in their most recent game. Carried for 131 yards against Bryan Station. He's off to a good start tonight, and he has put his team up in front. And then they added the 2-point conversion to make it 8-0. So Gilbo will kick off for Madison Central. And he gets into that one. Gets over toward the far side and dies and goes out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Penalty flag fly, of course, as it goes out of bounds.
And just barely, that was one that almost didn't make it out, and would have really put the Commodores back in bad field position.
So as it is, the kickoff goes out of bounds. Well, pretty impressive start for Madison Central. Good drive, and they used Mathis as we thought, and they also gave us that rather unconventional look on offense.
Yeah, and if you're Tates Creek right here, this is a drive you really have to score, because it doesn't look like your defense is going to give you much help tonight, so it's going to maybe a shootout.
Set to go with 2 wide receivers to the right for Burnside. Quarterback takes it and hands off, and no room that time. B.J. Evans on the carry, but Madison Central was waiting. That's a tough defense, and they stopped that one.
Excellent job by the Madison Central defensive line right there, not allowing them to get past to the second level right there and stopping them in the backfield. And if you're able to stop the run, it also takes away the pass game.
So the ball at about the 33-yard line now, second down and about 12. Evans in the backfield along with Burnside now to his left. Here's the snap and the handoff to Evans, looking for some room around that left side. He's got some. He's up to midfield. Down the left side he goes, 35-30 at 25, and pushed out of bounds over there. B.J. Evans a big gain, and now the Commodores are in business looking for a tying score.
And as you see right there, Madison Central coming out in a 2-deep safety look, and typically when you get 2 deep safeties, you want to go with the run, and B.J. Evans breaking off for a long one right there.
B.J. Evans, District Player of the Year, shows some of his speed and strength and breaking free, and now the Commodores are set up at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 for Tates Creek. Burnside waits and fakes to Evans this time. Now he's rolling right, in some trouble, and he is taken down back at the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like they were going with the play-action look right there, and really good job by the Central defense containing the quarterback on that play, not allowing him to get outside.
So the Commodores push back. That'll make it about 2nd and 14.
And if you're Madison Central, that's one of the big things you got to do tonight is do a quarterback contain, because Burnside can burn you with his legs.
That is Second down now, and 14 at the 33-yard line. Burnside has it, gives it off to Evans this time, running for room around the right side, and finally taken down. Farmer in among the other Madison Central Indians on the stop, along with Mathis.
Looks like
a good game.
Looks like an inside zone right there, and just really good vision right there, breaking it to the outside for Evans.
That's third down, and about 3.5. Inside the 20. Third down and 3 from the 17-yard line, and now Burnside along with Evans. Burnside keeps it, and no room for him. He is brought down. Nathan Ogle was in there on the stop for Madison Central. And again, they snowed that one in right away.
I couldn't really tell if that was a read option or just a play action run, but good job by that Madison Central defense. Bringing up a big fourth down right here to start off the game.
Yeah, 4th and 5. Ball right at the 20-yard line. There's Cooper wide to the left. One of their top receivers. Luke Cooper, number 3. And now 2 running backs aside Burnside. And now the ball's loose in the backfield. And it's a 4th down play, so Madison Central will get it either way.
Deciding to go for the run right there in a 4th and long situation, kind of a questionable call, but when you have a running back like B.J. Evans, anything is possible.
Yeah, it's at the 23-yard line. Yeah, that's the key. It's if you've got a standout like that, he can get you that yardage. So it's a little, I guess you'd say, a less risky call for Tates Creek. But as it turned out, a little problem maybe with the exchange. Something happened, and the ball hit the turf, and now Madison Central has it, starting back the other way. Here's the snap, and the give us to Barnes, and he is tripped up as he gets to about the 30-yard line.
And you see, again, these inside runs are just hurting that Commodore's defense. And they're loading the box, just not getting enough push up front.
So pick up of 5, we're about 2nd and 5 now. Ball at about the 29. Now the give to Mathis. He tries to turn that right end and gets 1st down yardage.
Looks like I had a flag on the play, though, and could be a hold, and that's what comes with running the ball so heavily.
So we'll see what the call is, and they're retreating. All right, we have a illegal block. A chop block was called, and that'll set the Indians back. So now we'll see Madison Central try to get that offense cranked up again. They lead in this ball game 8-0, just under 7 minutes to go, first quarter. Here's the snap, and it is Mathis again. This time he is taken down to Trell Johnson back there to get him.
Yeah, really good job by the Trell Johnson sitting off that edge and getting back there and stopping the run.
So a good play by the Tates Creek defense. Sets him back to a 3rd and 19 situation.
And with the offense like this, you know what's coming. It's just, can you stop it? And Tates Creek defense able to stop it right there, bringing up a big 3rd down and long.
And make it 3rd and 22 following the 3-yard loss that time, as they got to Mathis in the backfield.
And with the offense like this, they don't typically throw too much, so you know they're going to be running the ball unless they try for maybe a play action or deep shot.
And here is the pitch, and it goes to Mathis, and he's got some room around that left side. He's going to get 1st down and more. He's up to the 40-yard line, pushed out of bounds as he got beyond the 40.
And you see the pitch right there to the wide side of the field, and Just a deflating play right there for the Tates Creek defense.
Yeah, 3rd and 22, and they get the first down and move the chains, and they did not have to put it in the air except for the pitch to Mathis, and he's the kind of running back you have to have an eye on him, but you don't expect him to get 22, and he did that time. More than 22, in fact. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line for Madison Central, still in their own territory, but a lot better position now. Give off to Barnes, and he's up to about the 43.
And again, it looked like Detrail Johnson on the stop right there.
Johnson in with a stop, one of the standouts on the Tates Creek defense. Made the play that time. Barnes, 5'10", 180, a sophomore. Comes in with 66 carries, 198 yards before this game. Herbst, the quarterback. Straight ahead it goes. There's Barnes again.
It looked like a fullback dive and fake pitch outside right there. Again, just have to know your keys and have eye discipline.
He is close to the first down, but they'll be about a yard short. Ball right at midfield. Madison Central with the early 8-0 lead in this 6A playoff game. Being played at Roy Walton Stadium at Tates Creek High School. 3rd and short. Here is Herbst under center, and now some contact along the line.
In a situation right there, you have to watch the ball, have to be disciplined on the defensive side of the ball.
The officials confer, and they'll step this one off. It comes with 4:44 to go first quarter. Now they will spot the ball at the 45-yard line in Tates Creek territory. First down for Madison Central, and they are on the move again. Had to come out of a deep hole, got a 3rd and 22 play. Bryant Mathis with the long run to get him out of that hole. Here's the snap. He turns and hands to Barnes. No, it's given over on the outside. It is Pritchard, and Pritchard is going to be pushed out of bounds down around the 21-yard line. So some pretty good ball handling. And they went to Jackson Pritchard, a senior wide receiver, and he took it down to about the 22-yard line. So ball handling, that's one of the features of this Madison Central offense, and they do a good job with it.
Yeah, when you run an offense like this, you have to execute at a high level. And as you've seen right there, a couple fakes and then bringing Pritchard around on the end around, and defense just didn't know what was coming.
So 1st and 10 now from the 22-yard line in Tates Creek territory as Madison Central is knocking on the door again, already leading 8-0. He turns and he hands off to Pritchard again, this time a short gain, but a good one. It's straight ahead, and it's a good first down run for Madison Central. Using Pritchard here.
Looks like a similar play to that last play, but this time cutting it up inside the teeth of the defense.
Indians up to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 5. Now Herbst rolls right. He's throwing. Got a man out there, but incomplete. Down near the goal line. He was throwing for Ogle.
And a little bit of play action right there. And when the run game's working so good, the defense, they have to be prepared for the play action. And when you're giving up so many runs, it just makes you vulnerable because it's hard to be able to come up and try to stop the run and then also have receivers running behind you.
So 3rd down from about the 17-yard line for Madison Central. The Indians off to a good start, a good lead, a 5-4 record on the season. 0-3 in district play, but as we've said before, very competitive games, and they are better than that last place standing. Here is Barnes with it, making his way, or no, they're going to go around the outside. The pitch is to Mathis, and Mathis is going to be in for the touchdown.
Again, about 3 or 4 fakes on that play, and then finally going to the speed option to the right side, and just really hard play to stop right there. And Tates Creek defense just unable to really get a stop there.
Yeah, I can sympathize with the defense on that because I thought they had given that one to Barnes, but instead they pitch out to Mathis, and he takes it in for the score, his second. It's now 14-0. Madison Central.
And as you said, it's hard for us to figure out who's getting the ball, so I know it's really hard for that defense out there.
Gilbo is the kicker, and he is lined up in a conventional formation this time, and he puts it in there. No, missed it. He missed it. Looked good, but did not go through, and it is left with a 14-0 lead for Madison Central. We'll take a break. 3:45 to go. First quarter. We'll be right back on Glycod.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
14-0. Madison Central on top in this playoff game. The Indians with a 2-point conversion after the first touchdown, then missed on the extra point try after the second one. Touchdowns by Mathis, and now Gilbo approaches the football and puts it in the air. Taken at about the 10. That is Bell Pointer. He's around the outside and gets to about the 40-yard line before being brought down.
Really good return right there. Looks like we have a flag on the play, though.
And we've seen a few flags in the early going. Still 3.5 minutes to go, first quarter. Looks like this one's going against the Commodores. A holding call there, and that will set Tates Creek back further after the nice return by Bell Pointer, but maybe aided by the hold.
For the Commodores here, this is the big possession because you're already in a 2-touchdown hole here, but you got to keep your composure and stick with the game plan.
Tates Creek ready to go on offense now. About the 17-yard line. Burnside has it, hands off to Evans. No room to the right. He's going to try to get back to the left, and not much room there either. Another big play by the defense. Looked like Parker in there. No.
Not really sure if it was a missed block or what really happened right there, but this Madison Central defensive line is playing excellent tonight.
Well, they played Bryan Station to a 14-10 game. The defenders won it, but it was a tough battle. They found some tough going against that Madison Central defense as well. Second down, 13. Back at the 14-yard line. The snap, and Burnside looking and going to be dragged down back there. Football's loose. And a scramble for it. Now the whistle blows.
Madison Central, again, getting some good pressure back there on Burnside, just disrupting the time of their plays and just unable to get settled here to start this game off. Central also doing a good job of staying in their running lanes.
Commodores retain possession. So now it's 3rd and 10, winding up back at the 17-yard line, but they are having difficulty finding any room for Evans, and that's a key part of their offense.
It really is. And if you can't get him going, it really slows down the rest of the offense. And you don't want to be in have-to-pass situations right here.
So 3rd down and 10. Burnside has it. Has some time. Now looking, now fires out to the right. It's caught, but not much of a gain there. Tackle made at about the 21-yard line on Evans. We saw several Indians, Derek McElwee in there, among others.
Yeah, nice throw right there to the flats for Burnside, getting to Evans, just nothing open downfield and just throwing it down to him for the check down. Really good job by the Central defense collapsing on him right there, getting 3 or 4 hits to the ball.
Well, Luke Cooper on to punt for Tates Creek, standing at about his 10-yard line. Hairston back about his own 45 to receive for Madison Central. Cooper takes a couple of steps and then kicks a short one out of bounds near the 40-yard line, but it'll be back further than that when it actually went out of bounds. The official stepping that one off right now. We'll take a quick break and be right back with more on Glycod.
New year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Well, following the 16-yard punt, good first down play for Madison Central. Barnes, the ball carrier, got a 6-yard gain. It's at the 32-yard line now in Tates Creek territory. Second down and 4 for the Indians. They continue to move the ball. They're using Barnes a lot, and of course Mathis has compiled the big numbers through the season, and he also has been a prominent part of the attack, as you would expect. A couple of touchdowns for him tonight. This time, Herbst, the quarterback, breaks through, gets down inside the 15.
Yeah, Madison Central getting creative with the plays here. It looked like a fullback fake, quarterback power. Just a play that can be really hard to stop, and some good running right there, too.
Now, ball at the 15, 1st and 10 for the Indians. And we're going to count down the final seconds of the first quarter. That's the end of the first quarter with the score, Madison Central 14 and Tates Creek nothing. We'll be right back on Glycod.
Bold impression when you show up in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Save $4,250 off a new 2024 Kia Sorento, or lease for $279 down and $279 per month. And new 2024 Kia Fortes, just $229 down and $229 per month. Or save more with rates as low as 0.9%.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Give them something to talk about in a new Kia from Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Madison Central out to the 14-0 lead here at Tates Creek. I'm Keith Elkins, KJ Jones alongside. Jackson Miller's our producer, and John Strange our camera operator tonight. Glad to have you with us on Glycod as Tates Creek and Madison Central go at it. The Indians have had much the better of it in the first quarter, and they are driving again now as we open the second. Herbst with it, and he hands off. That is DeBruce carrying, and he's tossed down at about the 15.
Yeah, and a really good tackle right there. It looks like number 23, Brady Reeder for the Indians.
Second down and 7 coming up. I'm sorry, go ahead, KJ.
I was going to say, it was actually Jaquavion Slaughter that was on the tackle on that play.
Second down play. Herbst, who missed the game last week, back at quarterback this week. And the give is to Pritchard. Pritchard takes it down to about the 5-yard line.
And Pritchard's had some pretty big open running lanes on the reverse right there. And again, you see his dynamic playability and picking up a first down right there.
So first down for Madison Central, 1st and goal from the 5. Here come the Indians looking to build on that 14-0 lead. Herbst with Pritchard in motion, turns and hands it off to Barnes, fighting for that goal line. But he'll come up just short.
Again, the Indians just pounding that interior defensive line, just doing short handoffs on the inside. And it's simple to stop, but it's not easy. As you see the Indians having their way tonight.
(14-0) Madison Central, couple of touchdown runs, both of 17 yards by Bryant Mathis in the first quarter. Now from close to the goal line. And the ball is loose. Looks like Herbst was able to fall on it, but that was way back at about the 7-yard line.
One of the few mistakes we've seen Madison Central make tonight, and it looks like just a fumbled snap right there.
So 3rd down now. They'll mark it at the 6. So a chance for Tates Creek to prevent the touchdown now, as 3rd and 6 situation facing Madison Central. Here's the give and into the right side of the line, but not much there. A lot of Commodores on hand to meet Mathis that time.
Yeah, running right inside, and really good defensive stand right there for the Commodores. And I would assume it's 4-down territory. Let's see if they can get a big 4th-down stop, swing the momentum back their way.
Big play coming up here with 9 minutes to go in the second quarter, and a 14-0 lead for Madison Central on the board. They were all the way down to the 1. And now Tates Creek will try to stop them here on a 4th down play.
And if you're Tates Creek, you have to be prepared for some kind of trickery right here.
Herbst to quarterback.
I'm really keen on Pritchard on this play.
Pritchard moving left, and now the whistle blows. So that one goes against Tates Creek, an offside penalty, and now they are halfway to the end zone, to the goal line. And that would be at about the 1.5. Big play coming. Here is Pritchard again in motion to the left, and they pitch it to Mathis, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. Mathis does it again. They're reliable ingredient in that offense, and he took it in over the left side, KJ.
Yeah, nice pitch right there to Mathis, and he honestly just walked in until he actually got to the end zone. And just a hats off to this Indians offensive line tonight. Really done a good job of helping the running backs out, creating some big running lanes.
Yes, they have, and Mathis taking advantage of it, and now we'll see what Madison Central does, leading 20-0, and they've got Gilbo lined up for the extra point with Herbst holding. Trying to make it 21-0. Kick is on the way, and that one is good. So he puts that one through. It's 21-0 Madison Central, 8:10 to go, second quarter, and we'll be right back on Glycod.
The road, call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
Getting set for the Madison Central kickoff following their third touchdown of the game, and the third one for Mathis, and they lead it now 21-0 over Tates Creek.
And I think Mathis is going to reach to that 1,000 rush yard mark tonight.
The kick by Gilbo. That one is picked up near the 20-yard line. Looks like Jones, Stephen Jones, on the carry. Gets to about the 30, 33-yard line.
Yeah, short little squib kick right there, and good job by Stephen Jones getting to that edge. Could have been scary right there.
Trying to get around that left side, and Commodores with a pretty good field position to start at the get out to the 33-yard line. And they are in need of some offense now after trailing 21-0. Still can stick with that game plan, KJ, at this point, but you do need to get on that board.
Yeah, and the deeper the hole you get into, the more you're going to start to panic. So you start with baby steps, try to get B.J. Evans some carries, get him going, and then work in that pass game. You have two dynamic receivers in Luke Cooper and J.T. Cooper. So instead, just get Evans going and try to work on getting them the ball. So
Burnside, the quarterback. Now the whistle blows before we get play started. Now we get a substitution. That's Hale coming out. Apparently an equipment issue, knee pad issue. Now we're set to go from the 33-yard line. That is Bell pointer in motion, and again, the whistle blows before the start of the play.
As you see, Coach Hawks getting frustrated. Just a lot of silly mistakes here for the Commodores.
That'll set it at the 28, and that'll make it 1st and 15. Tates Creek entered the game on a 4-game winning streak. Madison Central on a 3-game losing streak, but we expected a good one tonight, and Madison Central, though, has jumped out to a 21-0 lead, so Commodores in need of a score to tighten this thing up a bit before halftime. There's Bell pointer in motion, and Burnside's going to throw. Cooper's out there, and he couldn't hang on. Near the 30-yard line, Luke Cooper had nothing but open field in front of him. Had to reach out in front of him to make that catch, but looked like one he was going to be able to gather in, KJ.
He did, and I think that was one he was thinking about the end zone too much, because that's a pass we've seen him catch a million times, and just a lot of just mental mistakes and mental errors here for the Commodores. That's one you got to have, especially being down 21-0 in the second quarter.
Yeah, had some space, some separation from the defense, and he has enough speed to have taken that one to the end zone, but it's an incomplete pass, and now 2nd down and 15.
I think he was honestly shocked that he was that wide open.
So on 2nd and 15, Burnside waits for the snap. Has it, fakes to Evans, now rolls right. He's got time again. He's throwing long, this time to J.T. Cooper, and that one's too long, but a flag comes in.
Yeah, and it looks like a little bit of pass interference on the backside. Looks like it was Bryant Mathis covered on the play, and that's the guy that can just do it all, playing cornerback and running back.
Yeah, he's not happy with the call, but that is the call, and the interference penalty will put Tates Creek in business. They went long that time, one to Luke Cooper, one to JT. They weren't able to connect on either, but the second one drew the flag, and now the chains will move.
And as we see, Tates Creek starting to take some deep shots here, so we'll see Madison Central start to have to respect that a little more. Maybe that'll open up the run game a little more for B.J. Evans here.
First down for the Commodores. They're now at the 43-yard line in their own territory, trailing by 21. Burnside by himself in the backfield now. And again, we get a whistle. And we're going to get a timeout by Madison Central. That comes with 7:46 to go in the second quarter. And we will take a break here for the timeout and come back in just a moment. 21-0 Madison Central here on Glycod.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
Back for more second quarter action. Madison Central on top, 21-0 over Tates Creek. Commodores helped out by a pass interference penalty. We'll try to keep their drive going now as we get back underway. Again, Burnside by himself in that backfield. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left, and he's got it. Quick toss out to the left to Luke Cooper. Makes the catch, makes a couple of nice moves, and he's got a first down out to the 45 in Madison Central territory.
And really nice play right there to Luke Cooper, just on a simple smoke screen, just get that pass game warmed up, and he's able to make the rest of the play with his legs right there and pick up the first down.
That time you saw him gather it in, even though there was some pressure around him. Like you say, maybe he was surprised to see how open he was on the long one, but that time made the catch with some traffic around him and then made a couple of people miss. And now it's 1st and 10, Tates Creek inside Madison Central territory at about the 47-yard line. The snap and the quick give straight ahead. There goes Evans, and he is down to about the 35, 34-yard line. Another first down for Tates Creek, and now they're seeing that defense loosen up a little bit after the passing.
Yeah, and I think it was those deep shots. It made Madison Central have to respect that a little bit more, so they started playing a little bit of off coverage, and when they play off, it opens up the run lanes for them. And we're starting to see
personal foul on Tates Creek. Or no, offsetting personal fouls.
And as we're starting to see here, it looks like the Tates Creek offense is starting to get warmed up, get into a little bit of rhythm, and maybe they can put some points right here and get right back in the game.
So now at the 34-yard line, a first down for Tates Creek. Important drive, to say the least, for the Commodores as they await this next snap.
And you see Luke Cooper, one-on-one matchup, looks like safety over top help though.
Quick toss to J.T. Cooper out to the right, and he is run out of bounds over there.
And this time deciding to go to the other brother, J.T. right there on a screen as well, and he's able to pick up a few yards after catch right there.
Carter Heyer with the tackle for Madison Central. Ball is now at the 31-yard line. It'll be second down and about 7.
And as you see, Tates Creek here spreading the ball out sideline to sideline, which opens up the middle of the field here for some runs for B.J. Evans.
See Johnson out there to the lower part of your screen along with Luke Cooper. Bell Pointer is in there as a receiver to the left. J.T. Cooper up to the right.
And this time you see J.T. man-to-man coverage.
Here's the snap, the give to Evans. Crosses the 30 and gets to about the, well, we might have made it to about the 30-yard line.
And again, the Madison Central defensive line stepping up right there. We've seen them make some big plays here to start the game. We've seen a few big runs by Evans, but for the most part, they've kept him in check.
Sean Reese among the Indians in on the stop. So it'll be third down at about 5. Big play coming for Tates Creek, although this is 4-down territory when you're down, especially when you're down 21-0 in the second quarter.
And for the Commodores, I would expect 4-down territory again here. And as you see, it looks like Madison Central playing a little bit of off coverage, so I try to take something underneath.
Burnside takes the snap. He's going to throw, wants to throw. Running to the right, now just scrambling. Still got the arm in the air, and now makes the flip, and that'll be caught by Miles Hayward. But a flag comes in.
Yeah, it looks like he was just trying to scramble and make some plays with his legs, but really good contain right there for the Madison Central defense.
Well, that happened back at about the 34-yard line.
And I have to give a hats off for Madison Central. Really good coaching job here tonight. Really taking away everything that Tates Creek loves to do well on offense.
I believe that was Hayward wasn't eligible to catch that ball, so they'll face the penalty here.
It's an offensive lineman's dream to catch the ball like that, though.
Yep, he gathered it in, but fourth down, it'll be Luke Cooper, and they will spot it at the 36. A low line drive punt, going to bounce into the end zone, and Madison Central will have it, and Tates Creek comes up empty on their drive with 5:44 to go in the second quarter. 21-0, Madison Central on top, and KJ, even as we didn't examine too much those first quarter stats, and a little bit dated now, but it does show that Madison Central is dominating with that running game, and they had 144 yards rushing in the first quarter to Tates Creek's 42, and these are two teams that do like to run the football, so that was quite a difference. And of course, the score is quite a difference, a bit of a surprise.
For sure, and when you're giving up over 100 yards in the first quarter rushing, that's really going to be a long night for you. That's just a recipe for disaster right there.
So from the 20, Herbst takes the snap, hands it off, and that is DeBruce getting across the 25, 26-yard line.
Yeah, really good job out of Bruce there. And we're seeing just a lot of these inside runs, and as I've said before, Tates Creek just unable to get anything going, get any defensive line pressure, anything to slow this Indians offense down.
25 ball between the 25 and the 26 right now. Second down, about 5 for Madison Central. Clock running, nearing the 5-minute mark of the second quarter. Herbst waits, and he turns, and he keeps it. Still has it. Now the pitch goes to the running back, and he's out to about the 40-yard line, and that is Javius Fields, who made the carry.
Yeah, and a good Herbst right there. We've seen him run that speed option a couple times tonight. He's really running excellently. As soon as that defender comes down, he's pitching it right out to his running back.
The ball at the 39-yard line, a first down for Madison Central. Herbst with Barnes behind him. DeBruce to his right. Here's the snap, and he's going to hand it to DeBruce, and DeBruce gets across the 40 to close to the 45-yard line. Beatty in on the stop for Tates Creek.
Yeah, this time DeBruce on the end around instead of Pritchard, and that end around has been a play that's really hurt this Creek defense tonight.
Oh, another pickup of 5 on first down. When you get that good first down gain, it really helps to open up your playbook a little bit the rest of the way on that series, doesn't it?
It does, because then you can go play action or deep shots on second down, because you'll end up with a third and short if the play doesn't work.
So third down, or second down rather, about 5. Herbst takes the snap, hands it off, and this time Barnes is hit early, but he does keep fighting, and he may have the first down.
Looks like he's able to take a few defenders with him there, too, to pick up the first.
So it will be a first down for Madison Central right at midfield. The ball resting the nose on the 50-yard line. Here comes the Madison Central offense again. Barnes right behind the quarterback, Herbst. He's going to hand it to DeBruce coming from right to left, and he's down to about the 45-yard line. And it seems like they can pick up 5 yards before you know what's happened.
Yeah, and DeBruce has really been the workhorse on this drive right here.
Yeah, they've got some depth. Mathis is the standout, but they do have some other players who can get the job done, and we're seeing that especially in this second quarter. 21-0 Madison Central. Morrison out wide to the right toward the bottom of the screen. And this time it was Barnes who jumped. We'll wait for them to step this one off. So now they retreat, and we'll see the penalty stepped off. But for the most part, KJ, this Madison Central offense has really been in sync. We haven't seen too many mix-ups or any evidence of any confusion, even though they have a lot of deception that sometimes can lead to a mistake in ball handling or snap counts, or all the penalty goes against Tates Creek.
Yeah, the only mistake I've seen is one fumbled snap. Other than that, they've really had their way. I don't think Tates Creek's gotten any stops on the run game so far.
Well, it was against Tates Creek, even though Barnes made some movement there on the offensive side, but that was not the cause of the penalty, apparently, as Tates Creek draws the penalty, and now it's at the 40-yard line for the Indians. Another first down. The snap and the give to DeBruce again. He hits into that left side, and again, he's got 5-6 yards.
Yeah, DeBruce really with some strong runs here. Looks like he's getting about 5 to 6 yards every run. And as you can see, this Tates Creek defense starting to get a little frustrated down there, it looks like.
So now they're at the 35-yard line. Second down and 5. We've said that a lot on this series, it seems. Good, solid first down plays for the Indians, and now they're set up with 2nd and 5 from the 35. And is Reese in behind the quarterback Herbst now. And the snap, and they hand it off to Reese, and not much there for him. Tates Creek defense surrounded that one well.
Yeah,
Belcher.
Looks like Tates Creek defense starting to get a little bit angry and get a stop there.
Now a flag flies. So we'll see what that's about. Getting ready to step this one off. We haven't seen a signal as yet, I don't think. Here it comes. It's a sideline warning. Sideline warning against Tates Creek.
Yeah, and that could have been a really big call right there, especially in a third down coming up.
Well, if you're Tates Creek, you want to stay very much up emotionally, but you can't cross the line, can you? It gets to be kind of a challenge. You know, you have to have some frustration, but you got to be careful how you take it out. Here's the short toss from Herbst. Got his man down to about the 20-yard line.
Looked like a play action
Barnes.
right there, yeah. And to Barnes on the play, just slipping out. And when you're getting hit so much with the run game, it's easy to lose sight of the other players out there.
So first down, the 17. Coming to a timeout right now, so we will keep it right here with just 1:13 to go in the first half. And Madison Central on the march again. Another score would be tremendous for them, disastrous for Tates Creek at this point.
Yeah, it would. And as for Tates Creek, you really want to get a stop here. I know things haven't went your way for the whole first half, but you just want to come up with a stop here and have some type of momentum going into halftime. Come out, you get the ball starting off second half, so if you get a stop here and come out and You get a touchdown your first drive out and cut it to a 2-touchdown lead and just start chipping away like that. You have to think positive in a situation like this.
Yeah, you can't get it all back at once, and now if you can get some momentum, even a stop would be momentum, wouldn't it? As you approach halftime here and go in down 3 scores, you can try to regroup and see if you can pull yourself back into this in the second half. Brian Stations jumped ahead of Henry Clay, 28-7. Lafayette and GRC, no score in the early stages of that one. Thanks to Hugh Davis, Ron Harrison here with the stats tonight. First and 10, Madison Central. Herbst is going to throw out to his left, throws toward the corner, got a man, and he's on the pylon. That is a touchdown.
And Tates Creek there.
Morrison.
Tates Creek just with a mental lapse, didn't have anybody covering the receiver, and they just take full advantage of it. The defender getting laid over there and able to come down with the catch and score a touchdown.
That comes with just 1:07 to go in the second quarter of play. The pass from Herbst to Morrison for the touchdown, and the Indians have moved in front. This is a 27-0 ball game.
And a mistake you just can't have coming out of a timeout.
Here's the kick, and it is good by Gilbo, and Madison Central leads it by a score of 28-0. 1:07 to go before halftime. We'll take a break and be right back to Tates Creek High School in just a moment on Glycott.
The road, call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
It's a 28-0 lead. Well, we talked about the possibility of lopsided games around the state and the 1-4 pairings, and we did not expect one here. But now it's moving that way in favor of Madison Central, who was winless in their district. They lost some tough games against some tough teams, and now we're seeing tonight just what kind of a team they can be.
Yeah, and this one's starting to get kind of out of hand here for Tates Creek. You really have to rally the troops and try to get something in this last minute to go in the half.
Gilbo again will kick off. Gets it away. It's a short kick. It'll be taken at about the 27-yard line and out of bounds. I believe it was Cooper. No, it was, yeah, JT Cooper wearing number 4 for Tates Creek. One of the up men took it, and Commodores will have it at about the 30-yard line, and we've got just a minute 2 to go in this first half for Tates Creek to try to do something or maybe just prepare to regroup. Here comes Burnside. Well, at about the 30. And the snap. Gets it out to Bell Pointer. Turns the corner. Gets to the 35, 36-yard line. Run out of bounds. And a flag flies. Maybe some late contact out of bounds there.
And it looks like a horse call at the end of the play also. So that tack on extra 15, the Commodores can use everything they can.
Hairston, the defender, on the play. Well, to get some added yardage with the clock stop. That's exactly what you want if you're Tates Creek.
You still have a minute left here, and with an explosive offense like the Commodores have, you can definitely put up some points here before they have.
So now the ball inside Madison Central territory at the 49-yard line. And we'll see if the Commodores can take advantage of the penalty that has set them up in Madison Central territory. Burnside along with Evans in that backfield. Bell Pointer goes in motion to the right. And there is Burnside ready to throw, puts it up out there. Plenty of coverage this time. And that ball is, I believe, picked off. Yeah, Jackson Pritchard, number 1, picked it off down there late here in this first half. And he brought it down, apparently stayed in bounds. And now Madison Central will have what appears to be the final possession of the first half.
Yeah, it looks like he was looking for his guy Luke Cooper down there. But that one was well covered that time by the DB and also by the safety help over top. Really good job by Pritchard right there, just tracking the ball down.
Pritchard makes the play. And now Madison Central comes on offense. Ball at about the 15. Here's the snap, and the give is to Barnes, looking for room around that left side. Gets to the 30, the 35, and out of bounds as he crosses the 35.
Yeah, Barnes doing a good job getting to the outside right there. And I'd also look for the deep shot out there to Morrison. You see him in one-on-one man coverage, and it's only 42 seconds left.
He got out of bounds, and now the ball will be set up at the 37-yard line. Madison Central in its own territory, but now moving back in the other direction. Lots happened in this last couple of minutes.
Yeah, it has. And if you're Tates Creek here, it's a position you really can't give up another touchdown.
Herbst under center and gives it off. It's going to eventually get in the hands of Pritchard. Down the side he goes. He's at the 40, the 30, and finally is run out of bounds.
And some real trickery here, and I see another flag at the end, but again, some trickery here, and just unable to find out where the ball's going to.
Lane giving credit for the tackle, forcing the runner out of bounds. Down to 32.2 to go in the half. The ball will be at the 23-yard line. Now Madison Central is threatening to score again. We were just talking, seemed like just a few seconds ago, about Tates Creek on the move and trying to cut into the lead. Now it's possible the lead may be expanded.
Tates Creek really had trouble defending the run all year long, and Madison Central just exploiting that tonight.
Herbst ready. He's got Pritchard over there to his right. Pritchard on the move now. And the pitch goes to Mathis. Around the left side he goes, and he is forced out of bounds down near the 10.
And some they're just picking up chunk play after chunk play after chunk play. Another good run right there.
Got out of bounds, and the clock stopped at 27 seconds to go. It'll be on the 12, and it'll be first and 10 for Madison Central. Morrison, who caught the touchdown pass, wide to the left, at the top of your screen. Pritchard on the move, and we get the whistles before the snap. So penalty against Tates Creek. Now we're down to the 7-yard line. It's 1st and 5 for Madison Central. Again, Pritchard moving to the left. And now the short pass into the end zone, and it is caught for the touchdown.
Yeah, that was just a nice jump ball right there. Hurst just believing in his guy, and this guy coming down to make a play with it, couldn't exactly see who the receiver was in the play.
Morrison.
Yeah, it looked like Cody Morrison right there. Really nice catch right there from Morrison. With the defender draped all over him.
34-0. Morrison well covered, but got up and made that catch. Nice touch from Herbst. They pass for the touchdown. Now Gilbo on for the extra point try with Herbst holding. Now a flag comes in. False start on the offense. That'll push him back 5. So now we'll see what they do. They're going to line up as though it'll be another try with the kick. Ready to go. He's set up at the 15-yard line this time. Ball is kicked on a low trajectory, but it gets in there, and that extra point is good. And this is a 35-0 ball game with 19.2 seconds left in the first half, and we weren't expecting this, but Madison Central has really excelled tonight. Their ball handling is really impressive. The way they set up the plays, the deception involved, they really do it well.
Yeah, and they've only thrown a couple passes tonight, but the passes have been really big. We've seen 2 touchdowns there, and this is a game that was really well within hand, and just in these last few minutes kind of just escaped on the Commodores here, as you see them scoring 2 touchdowns here in the last couple minutes, and those just some really deflating touchdowns there.
35-0, and yeah, there was an unsportsmanlike conduct. Our camera operator John Strange spotting it and letting us know, and didn't catch that signal, but that is what the penalty was, so we'll see that enforced. But all Madison Central Indians so far. They are coached by William Blair, who's in his 2nd year at the school.
It's amazing this team's coming off a 3-game losing streak. You wouldn't see it at all the way these guys came out to play tonight.
Yeah. Last win was 28-24 over Pulaski County back on October the 4th. William Blair in his 2nd season, a 9-12 record. Head coach at Trimble County a few years back in 2011. Also an assistant at Rockcastle County, Harlan County, Boyle County, Southwestern, Madison Southern, and Madison Central before taking the head coaching job. He was the defensive coordinator for Madison Central back in 21 and 22. Played at Rockcastle County, and he and his staff have put together a team that seems to be very fundamentally sound, KT.
Yeah, and just hats off to him coming in on the road in a playoff game, getting your guys prepared. Like I said, just a hats off to him because his guys came to really play tonight.
A kickoff from the 25. Gilbo, who's been busy in this first half with the extra point tries, and converted a 2-point try himself. Approaches the ball and gets it away. That'll be taken over near the 31-yard line. Looks like Jones again, quickly up to the 50, 45, 40, and then brought down at about the 39-yard line. Stephen Jones, plenty of speed. We see him handle the football on offense now and then, but he really took off on that kickoff return and just about broke it.
He did, and setting his team up in excellent field position here for maybe a Hail Mary, maybe 2 touchdowns, maybe 2 throws down to the end zone here, maybe put up some points before the half.
Well, we had another flag.
I feel like we've seen a lot of unsportsmanlikes here tonight.
Yeah, like in the last 2 minutes. So that'll move it even closer.
So really excellent field position here for Tates Creek.
Yeah, 25-yard line now. A great opportunity to take a couple of shots at the end zone if you want to, or run a couple of plays.
What I would do is look at the defense that the Indians are coming out here. If they're playing off coverage, I try to take a little short chip shot to the sideline. Basically looks like they're playing a little bit of cover 3 cloud.
Here is the snap. They give it to Evans. He's to the 20, the 15, and dumped it about the 14-yard line Whistle blows, and that stops the clock with 5.5 seconds to go. Timeout for Tates Creek. 5.5 seconds left. So they've got a chance to put something on the board before this first half is over. Well, they've got, whether they do that or not, they've got a lot of regrouping to do at the half. And the defensive assignments against a team like Madison Central, if they're doing it well, it's really, really tough. Everybody has to, I guess you'd say, stay home in a sense, and they got to stay with their assignment, don't they?
Yeah, and it's the same offense that Scott County runs, the wing tee. It's just really hard to stop and really hard to coach against because there's just so many moving parts and so much trickery going into it, something that you really have to prepare for throughout the week. And
it's a challenging offense to install, I would think, too, to get the kind of players that have the discipline to run it the way you need to run it, because it could be, I mean, it could fall apart on you, too, if you didn't handle the ball well or didn't have the timing. All that has to be drilled in, and a lot of work has gone into it.
Of course, because football is an execution sport, and when you're running an offense like that, execution has to be at a maximum.
So first down, Tates Creek. Here at the 15-yard line. Here is Burnside throwing, and too tall for Luke Cooper and out of bounds.
Yeah, and I'd like to see him give his guy a chance there. It looks like that ball kind of sailed on him out of bounds and really give his guy much of a chance to make the catch there.
So 1.4, chance for one more play for Tates Creek. And, yeah, they've got the kicker in the ball game. 81 is Blake Hitchcock, the kicker. So we'll see if they go through with this. It is a 32-yard attempt as they're set up now. Blake Hitchcock waits and gets into that one and boots it away, and it is no good. No good. Okay, there's the signal. And we have come to halftime with the score, Madison Central 35 and Tates Creek nothing in this playoff game, a 6A playoff game here at Tates Creek High School. So we will take a break here and be back with our halftime report. It'll get underway in just a moment here on Glycon.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at donfranklinauto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344. 549-8344.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
A new year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Madnasium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Madnasium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Madnasium, we're changing lives through math.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Mathnasium of East and West Lexington, sponsor of tonight's Scholar Athlete. Mathnasium unlocks the math potential in every child.
Back at Tates Creek High School, Keith Elkins along with KJ Jones, Jackson Miller, our producer, John Strange, our camera operator. That's our Glycod crew for this evening. We appreciate you joining us tonight. We are at halftime, and to say the least, I would say most in the crowd are surprised at this score at halftime, as Madison Central has run up a 35-0 lead on Tates Creek. We had talked before the game, KJ, about this, expecting it to be a competitive game, and we did, and now we've got very nearly a non-competitive game, but going not in the direction expected in the sense of seedings, because Tates Creek won its district and Madison Central was winless in its district. But as we pointed out before, they played some very competitive games against some very good football teams, and tonight they have just run their offense with precision for the most part and been very, very tough on defense too.
Yeah, they really have, and the way they just came out and dominated this game on the road, it's really not that easy. So it's just a testament to how well coached those guys are over there, because they've been able to shut Tates Creek down on offense and then also just have their way on their offense. So just abusing that Tates Creek defense.
Some of the stats, there are a lot of numbers that could jump out, but Madison Central, for instance, 17 first downs to Tates Creek 6. The Indians have 270 rushing yards at halftime. 270 rushing, Tates Creek 66, and passing yards. Of course, neither team relies a lot on the passing game, at least as far as how they plan for the game. But 42 passing yards for Madison Central and 20 for Tates Creek. But a couple of those Madison Central passes have resulted in touchdowns to Cody Morrison. So total offense 312 yards for Madison Central and just 86 for Tates Creek. So a lot of things for the Commodores to take a look at here and try to regroup and somehow get back in this ballgame.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of things that they need to work on is just get back to the basics. Just get to the running game, try to do what you want to do well, and just try to put a stop to something that that Madison Central's doing.
B.J. Evans for Tates Creek, 8 carries and a net of 70 yards, so he is well on his way to a 100-yard night, but they haven't been able to come up with much else and haven't been able to get across the goal line tonight. Luke Cooper, Kane Bell Pointer, B.J. Evans, J.T. Cooper, all with 1 catch apiece and none for more than 10 yards tonight. So they've contained the long ball. They had a chance with Luke Cooper at one time being open, but he couldn't quite gather it in, and that's been their best chance at a long strike. And so they've not been able to penetrate that Madison Central defense so far. And the Indians, of course, they just want to keep doing what they're doing, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, I honestly haven't seen any flaws. The only play that I've seen was just a fumbled snap that they were able to get back. But other than that, I mean, they're firing on all cylinders.
Bryant Mathis, 91 yards in the first half rushing, and Jackson Pritchard, 75 yards. Corinthian Barnes, 62 yards. Davion DeBruce on 6 carries, got 30 yards. So a lot of balance in that Madison Central rushing attack, and Carson Herbst is 3 for 4 passing with 42 yards gained and 2 touchdowns. Long pass of 22 yards in this game, and Cody Morrison 2 touchdown catches in the game, 1 of 22 yards and 1 of 7 yards. So that's the way it's gone. It's been all Madison Central in this first half. They lead at 35-0 over Tates Creek. We'll be back with more of our halftime report in just a moment here on Glycod.
any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Let's get real. For a lot of people, 4 years of college might as well be a million. With us, you can get a certificate in a matter of months and start a career right away. College for the real world. College for your world.
With Fast Signs, create custom deep-sea signage that makes the wait a visual escape. Fast Signs, make your statement.
We're here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
We're back at Tates Creek. Madison Central on top here, 35-0 at half. We invite you to check out this week's Birds bonus column titled Playoff Business, plus continuous score updates on Glycod.com. Plenty of playoff action going on around the state of Kentucky tonight, and here tonight Madison Central is dominating by a 35-0 count over the homestanding Tates Creek Commodores. And tonight's scoreboard, as you see the scores, is presented by Community Action Council, helping people and changing lives. Lafayette leading GRC at halftime, 6-0. Generals on top there. Bryan Station, second quarter scored 28-7. They lead Henry Clay. Scott County a 13-8 edge over Connor, and LCA leading Greene County 43-0, and they are in the second quarter there. So action all over the place as we get playoff football underway, and the Madison Central Indians could not have done a much better job in the first half than they did, leading it by a score of 35-0. We see the Madison Central team, KJ, meeting down here beyond the end zone to our left, and so they've been going over what's needed to clinch this thing here in the second half. But as we talked about before, they played with a lot of precision in that first half, and it's been impressive to watch. And if they keep that going and keep that offense going, they're going to be driving down the field enough. It's going to be hard for Tates Creek's offense to be on the field enough to do what they need to do.
Yeah, and I really don't think it's too much that Madison Central needs to work on here. Really did everything well in that first half. As you said, keeping that Tates Creek offense on the sideline. They're a high-powered offense, so to be able to keep them on the sideline, keep them cold, that's really good right there.
Yeah, B.J. Evans, 70 yards in this first half. He was the district player of the year, and just having a terrific season for Tates Creek, but finding it tough going tonight against this Madison Central defense. So those 70 yards in the first half is pretty good. We've seen him break a couple of long ones. He came into this game 181 carries, 1,702 yards, leading 6A competition in Kentucky. Also has 20 touchdowns, which leads 6A competition in Kentucky as well. So we'll look for more from B.J. Evans and the Commodores here in this second half. Coming up as our halftime report continues, we'll have the Mathnasium Scholar Athlete of the Week. But, KJ, we can look ahead to Madison Central's offense here in this second half. We want to see if Tates Creek can get on track as well.
Yeah, and one more thing that I wanted to mention as well about B.J. Evans is he has those many yards and touchdowns, and they also missed a game this season. So really hats off to that guy, leading 6A, missing a game, really an amazing performance he's put on this season here.
Yeah, he runs hard. He's very tough to bring down, and we'll see if Tates Creek can make some good use of him, although they will need some quick scoring, quick pace scoring in the second half to come back from a 35-0 deficit. So stay tuned. More on our halftime report as we continue in just a moment here on Glycod.
New year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Madnasium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Madnasium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Madnasium, we're changing lives through math.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
Welcome back. We're at Tates Creek High School. Madison Central, a visiting team, leads it 35-0 over Tates Creek in this 6A playoff game, as we're not far away from second half action tonight. I want to tell you about tonight's Scholar Athlete of the Week. It's presented by Mathnasium, changing lives through math. And our Scholar Athlete of the Week is Detrell Johnson of Tates Creek, a 6'6", 200-pound senior, and he has 35 tackles on the year coming in, but he has excelled in the classroom as well. He is taking international baccalaureate courses this year, his senior year at Tates Creek High School. And, of course, in addition to being involved with football, which obviously takes a lot of time, he is also a track standout for the Commodores. So our congratulations to Detrell Johnson of Tates Creek. KJ, he's our Scholar Athlete of the Week, and we always like to give an extra nod to these guys to point out that their success in the classroom and around school as well as on the football field.
Yeah, and he's also made some big plays here tonight, a couple tackles for loss, so just showing what he does in the classroom and also on the field, just all-around good student athlete right there.
So Detrell Johnson is our Scholar Athlete of the Week, presented by Mathnasium. Lafayette and GRC 6-0 at the half, I mentioned. Bryan Station ahead of Henry Clay now in the third quarter. The defenders drawing away in that one, leading 44-7. And now it's 43-7, LCA and Greene County in third quarter action. LCA, though, still with a commanding lead. And playoff action opening actually last night and tonight all around the Commonwealth. And we are here on Glycod tonight at Tates Creek, and we're following the playoffs throughout the playoff time here in Kentucky. Always a great time for high school football, and we've got a cool but very clear night, and it's a great night for football here at Tates Creek, and we hope others are enjoying this same kind of weather around Kentucky for the playoff openers this weekend in high school football. So the team's heading back out to the field now, and we'll see Madison Central and Tates Creek go at it in this second half. And if you're Tates Creek, KJ, you got to figure out a way to get back in the ball game, to keep your head, keep your discipline, and not try to get it all at once. But on the other hand, there is some pressure now. 35-0, you got to make some things happen.
Yeah, and it'll also make it a little bit harder with the running clock here. But as you said, they get the ball here to start the second half, so just start taking away little chunks at one time. You can't just keep trying to go for the deep ball.
So we'll see Tates Creek get possession. They won the toss and deferred to get possession here at the start of the second half. I'm sure they were not expecting the score to be anywhere close to what it is when they got that second half kickoff, but they are glad to get possession of the football at least and see if they can make something happen here at the start of the third quarter. It's Peyton Gilbo, who's been a very busy kicker for Madison Central tonight. He'll be putting the toe to the ball momentarily, and we'll be underway in the second half here on Glycod. Glad you're with us for high school playoff football tonight. And that kick is away, and that'll be taken at about the 12-yard line. Dropped there, but then recovered. And that is Bell Pointer looking for some room and is pulled down at about the 15. So Tates Creek will start there in the third quarter.
Yeah, looked like he made a few guys miss right there, but good tackle by Nathan Ogle.
So we also have a penalty flag to start the second half. Personal foul looks like against the returning team, Tates Creek. They'll step that one off against the Commodores, so we'll see where they start now, a little closer back to their own goal line. Spotting the ball at about the 9-yard line, so that's where the Commodores will have to go. 91 yards in front of them to try to get a score and cut into this big lead. Burnside with Evans next to him. Evans takes it. He gets a nice hole off the left side. Running hard, breaks through a tackle and gets up close to the 20-yard line.
And that's the recipe right there, to starting off with some runs to your power back there, Evans, and getting some yardage, getting off to a good start.
Well, Evans on the carry. They're going to be just about a yard short of a first down, but a good start for Tates Creek in the second half. 2nd and 1.
As Evans gets to going more, they're going to have to respect the run a little bit more, and that'll open up some of the deep passes down the field to Luke and J.T. Cooper.
Commodores ready, and here is Burnside with it, hands it off. Evans has the first down and more. Gets to about the 25, 26-yard line.
Yeah, again, Evans just with that simple inside zone, and it looks like the safety for Madison Central is creeping down a little bit, so that's something that Burnside wanted to start to take notice of.
He's got some targets he can go to. We've seen, of course, either of the Cooper brothers can get down the field and make a catch. And others as well, but those two have led the way on receiving. Now first down, Commodores at about the 25.
Now just right here you see two high safeties, so I'd expect probably another run coming here.
The snap to Burnside, fakes it this time, tosses it out to the right to Bell Pointer. He's got it, but not much there for him, and he is dropped at about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, good on the bubble screen right there to Bell Pointer, and then a nice hit laid on him at the end right there. Just a short pickup.
Just a pickup of 1, 2nd down 9. for Tates Creek. Tried to get the ball out to Bell Pointer with a little room, but closed quickly on him. Burnside has it. Gives it off to Evans, and he is up past the 25 to about the 27-yard line. Again, not much there for him. Able to break into the clear.
That hole closed up really quick there and get them to a 3rd and long here. So let's see what they can cook up here on 3rd down.
So 3rd down at the 27. This will be 3rd and 7. Every possession vital for Tates Creek now as they try to get back in this game. Down to 8:15 to go, 3rd quarter. And the Commodores break the huddle with Burnside going to be by himself in that backfield this time. Now Evans comes to join him. And the snap, and Burnside looking, and firing down the middle of the field, incomplete. Intended for J.T. Cooper at about the 45-yard line.
And it looks like Pritchard right there got in the way of his route, kind of slowed him down a little bit.
So now 4th down. 4th down and 7.
And that was a big opening possession right there for the Commodores, because that's one you really need to get some points here with the running clock.
Here's Luke Cooper now, stepping back to about the 17-yard line. Now he's going to back up to the 16. And, of course, Cooper very capable of taking off with the football. And here he goes around the left side, looking for room, trying to turn the corner, and he's not going to make much, and got to the 20, maybe the 22 or 3-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down for Madison Central and an opportunity to extend an already very big lead.
And we see the fake right there, and the Madison Central tackling is really good. It's something that can be overlooked just for the typical looker. As you see right there, he's able to make one guy miss, but another guy right there, and excellent tackling here, and that's a well job done for the coach over there.
Now Madison Central sets up with a 1st down. We get a whistle. Now we're set. Barnes lining up behind Herbst. Here's the snap and the give to Mathis. And he is wrestled down by Stephen Jones and Detrell Johnson and a couple of other Commodores as well.
A couple fakes right there and then getting the ball to Mathis, but good job by Tates Creek defense right there. One of the few stops we've been able to see them get tonight.
So they're about the 22-yard line. 2nd down, 10 yards. 10 yards to go. See Morrison, who's caught a couple of touchdown passes tonight, wide right toward the bottom of your screen. Now the snap. Herbst keeps. Now pitches to Pritchard. Fakes and goes back inside. Gets to the 10 and is pulled down there.
Looks like right there again we've seen a little bit of trickery with a fullback fake and then a quarterback power to the speed option. Just too much going on in one play to stop, and just too much for that Tates Creek defense.
Approaching the 5-minute mark in the 3rd quarter. Big lead for Madison Central, and they're driving for more. Ball inside the 10. First down and goal for the Indians. Mathis in motion, and the pitch goes to Mathis. He turns the corner at the 10, the 5, and is driven out of bounds close to the goal line. Oh, he's in. He's in for the touchdown. Made it across the pylon and in for the touchdown. Bryant Mathis. And that's going to be 6 more for Madison Central.
Yeah, and I think that may be Mathis's 4th touchdown on the night as well. And just a hats off to Herbst running that speed option tonight. Has really ran it to perfection.
He really has. He was injured last week, and they missed him. They had a good fill-in job by Daly, but it's hard to match the skills of Herbst in triggering that offense that they run. And he has been a superb ball handler tonight and gotten that ball where it needs to go. Another touchdown for Madison Central, and the kick by Gilbo is good, and that's now a 42-0 lead for Madison Central with 4:29 to go in the 3rd quarter of play. We'll take a break. Be right back on Glycon.
Your ride to the next level in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
The new 2025 Kia Carnival is the definition of next level, and you can score yours for just $449 down and $449 a month. Or drive home the crowd favorite 2024 Kia Telluride, just $399 down and $399 a month. Plus, get as low as 1.9% financing on select 2024 models like Kia Sorento, Sportage, and Forte.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Next level savings start at Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Keith Elkins, KJ Jones back at Tates Creek High School as we take a look at the pitch and the touchdown for Bryant Mathis of Madison Central, and we've seen that play a lot, or a lot of plays like that play tonight, KJ.
Yeah, and as I said, they just ran it to perfection. I mean, when you have a fake, it's get the defense collapsing, and then you get the quarterback and the running back out on the edge. Just not too many defenders left to defend out there.
Here's the kick down off to the far side and picked up by Bell Pointer. He comes up field and gets to the 20 and dodges a man. And a flag is down as he crosses the 30-yard line and then is pulled down.
Bell Pointer showing off the shiftiness right there. Looks like he made just about the whole Madison Central team miss.
Kane Bell Pointer with return. We'll check out the flag. Bell Pointer, just a freshman wide receiver. Used a lot in the offensive sets as well as the return man. Interested in a corporate partnership with Glycod on our high school athletics platform or have a programming idea? Drop us a note at glycod.com. The meeting continues among the officials at about the 33-yard line as we'll get a resolution to just what happens here at the 3:57 mark of the 3rd quarter. Pointing back in direction of the goal line behind Tates Creek. Hold against Tates Creek. And a personal foul against Madison Central. So they did have a lot of penalties to talk about. We've seen what seems like a very good number of penalties tonight. By good number, I mean not so good. A lot of them. 5 were called in the first half. So we'll start at about the 20-yard line. First down for Tates Creek following the return by Bell Pointer and the resolution of the penalties. We'll see Burnside back out there. B.J. Evans joining him. Burnside and Evans, both juniors. Burnside by himself in the backfield, turns and throws out to the right. Got his man for a short gain.
It looked like it was a short screen pass right there to J.T. Cooper. He let him a little bit too much there, though.
Yeah, Cooper brought it in. Just a gain of a little over 2 yards, so We have a second hands down and about 7. It's JT Cooper again, wide right toward the top of the screen, and Luke Cooper wide left to the bottom, and Evans in the backfield next to Burnside. The snap and the give is to Evans, looking for room. The hole was closed and he can't find another one, and Madison Central stops the play.
Yeah, that hole closed really quick right there, and really good game tackling here from Madison Central tonight.
Derek McElwee. Eli Chin in on the stop for Madison Central. Pickup of 1, 3rd and 6 for Tates Creek. To Terrell Johnson into the ball game for the Commodores as Burnside rejoins the huddle. So on the 3rd down play, the snap and the give to Evans, and they're closing in on him, trying to turn the corner, but ran out of room. Again, Eli Chen in on the play for Madison Central, along with Carter Heyer, and they had it well contained, KJ.
They did. Looks like Evans tried to go to the outside, but just really good defense right there. And as I've said before, you can just tell how well coached these guys are on the side of the ball. You just see every guy on the defense getting to the ball. You don't see one person try to make the tackle. It's game tackling every play.
42-0. Madison Central on top as Tates Creek puts Luke Cooper in punt formation as we near the end of the 3rd quarter, 1:18 to go. The snap to Cooper, a couple of steps forward, and then the kick very high but short. And it'll be down at about the 45, 46-yard line in Tates Creek territory. We'll take a quick break and be right back on Glycod.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Coming up on the final seconds of the 3rd quarter, the teams have headed to the sidelines, so we will have no more action in this 3rd quarter. That's the end of the 3rd quarter play with the score. Madison Central 42 and Tates Creek nothing. Back with the 4th quarter of action in just a moment on Glycod.
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
Make a bold impression when you show up in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Save $4,250 off a new 2024 Kia Sorento, or lease for $279 down and $279 per month. At new 2024 Kia Fortes, just $229 down and $229 per month. Or save more with rates as low as 0.9%.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Give them something to talk about in a new Kia from Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
Let's get real. You could go to work right after high school, but spend a little time with us and we'll give you a better chance to do more, be more, and earn more. College for the real world. College for your world.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
First play of the 4th quarter, a handoff to Davion DeBruce, and he is down close to the 41-yard line for Madison Central, a gain of about 4, maybe 5, and he has done that on several occasions tonight, getting in there and getting that first down run and getting the offense off to a good start in the series. And now they'll call it a 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line for Madison Central, and we see Daly back in there, quarterback. He's wearing number 85. He had not played any quarterback until last week when Herbst was out, and now with the big lead, Daly will get some more experience at quarterback in this game. He hands it off to DeBruce again. Jay-Sean Lane in on the stop for Tates Creek. Short gain, takes him down to about the 39, about the 40, I should say.
And DeBruce has had a big day today. Although Mathis has gotten all the touchdowns, DeBruce has had a lot of big carries, and so has Pritchard.
Daly, the quarterback. And the toss goes to DeBruce, looking for some room around that right side, being pursued, but he got close to the first down yardage. He does have it.
Yeah, and just that extra effort right there, getting them to that first down, because they ran the pitch to the outside right there, and it was almost stopped, but DeBruce just with some strong running able to pick up that first down and keep this drive going.
Talking with Coach William Blair before the game. By the way, both of these coaches received District Coach of the Year honors in their districts. B.J. Evans of Tates Creek was the District Player of the Year, but he was pointing out that Daly originally was going to be a guard this year. It ended up pressed into service as a quarterback last week, and now back in there and as the backup in a game that is a big lead for Madison Central. There is DeBruce running hard, and he's got another first down, it appears.
And as long as DeBruce is picking up positive yardage, I wouldn't go away from him either. We've seen him here about 4 straight carries.
Maybe bringing this one back. Now the official takes the ball, moves forward. I thought that's about where DeBruce was on his carry.
Yeah, it looks like he just signaled for an unsportsmanlike conduct against Tates Creek again.
There it is, yeah. So now they will pace off some additional yardage. And they'll go down to about the 11-yard line. Madison Central knocking on the door of expanding a 42-point lead. Daly at quarterback, and got Barnes right behind him. He takes it, he gives off, and that is Barnes ahead, but not much there for him that time.
Sometimes it's hard for me to see where the ball's going. There's so many fakes going on out there.
They run it very well, and it's very deceptive. That's the object, of course, and as we've remarked a couple of times earlier, it's tough for the offense, too. I mean, you really have to have it mastered or you risk leaving that ball on the ground. Second down play after the short gain. And again, not much there.
Looks like we went the fullback dive again there. And
did they fumble it? Was there a loose ball? It looks like yeah, there was a fumble. And Tates Creek has taken over with 8:27 to go, so they stop that drive, or it stops itself with the fumble, and Commodores recover and get it back. So now a chance for Tates Creek to do something on offense, trailing by this big score with just 8:18 to go and the clock running.
Really good job right there to get a takeaway for that Tates Creek defense. I think that first one on the night.
Here comes Burnside, and now you're to the point where you just want to finish with some pride, right?
Yeah, you just want to get some points on the board at least before you get out of here. And you can expect probably a screen coming out here to see 4 receivers lined up to the outside here.
Careers in high school ending for the seniors tonight of the losing team. Madison Central in command right now. As here's a quick toss out to the right, and that is Evans who made the catch. They're looking for a different way to get him the ball, I guess, and get him in a different spot and hope he can create some room.
And the defense has just done such an amazing job just containing him. Just everywhere he's been, just defenders right and left. Whole team getting to the ball.
All right, a face mask penalty. That's the reason for the flag this time. So they'll step off the yardage for the personal foul. And Tates Creek will get a new set of downs.
Really heavily penalized game here tonight. I think we've seen about 2 flags here in the fourth quarter. We had 18 of them coming into the quarter, so just some sloppy play from both teams here.
Clock running as we close in on the 7-minute mark tonight.
And as you see 4 receivers lined up to the opposite side now, and you can expect either a fake screen or a screen pass over there again to Evans.
The snap. Burnside looking to the right and throwing that way, and the pass is incomplete. He was going for a bell pointer, but a flag comes in.
Yeah, it looked like number 27, Jaden Parks, on the coverage, just got a little bit too handsy with him.
So the flag comes in.
Really amazing for Madison Central to come in and put up the points they did. Going to have about 150 yards with the penalties tonight.
A lot of flags in the game, and that yardage starting to add up.
Really just shows your dominance. You can go on the road and get over 10 penalties, almost 150 yards in penalties, and still come out with a win, a dominating win like this.
The ball spotted at the 41-yard line. Tates Creek still working in its own territory, but advancing the ball and along with the flags.
First down, Commodores.
And here goes a little bit of energy for the Commodores here.
Burnside with the snap. Gets some pressure, fires over the middle, incomplete. Had J.T. Cooper out there.
Looks like just a bit off target right there. Had a lot of defenders surrounding him, though. Not too sure if he'd have made the catch or got too many yards after.
Yeah, he was well covered, and then that ball led him a long way too, or maybe just a way of having to get rid of it and make sure that nobody got it. Madison Central had J.T. Cooper pretty well covered that time.
This just doesn't look like the same Tates Creek team we seen a few weeks ago at Lafayette.
We saw them score 46 that night against Lafayette, and the Cooper brothers were in the middle of things on that night. Bell pointer in motion, takes it and heads around that left side, looking for a little room, and found a little room and got up to about the 44, 45-yard line. Clock running with this 42-0 lead, and they'll spot it at the 45-yard line now. A third down play coming up for the Commodores as they try to get a score on the board in this playoff game tonight. But what momentum building for Madison Central heading into their next district game or next playoff game. Looks like that'll be against Bryan Station. And that should be a good matchup. J.T. Cooper toward the bottom of the screen. Bell pointer out there as well. And the snap. And Burnside throwing long and a little bit too long for J.T. Cooper. No flag this time.
Looks like he may have had his guy beat a little bit on the post route right there. Just that ball kind of sailed on Burnside right there and just out of the reach of Cooper.
So a fourth down play coming, 4th and 6.
And this here may be Tates Creek's last opportunity to put some points up on the board here.
Let's see what they're going to do. A lot of substitutions at this point. And they are going to set up. It looks as though Luke Cooper will do the punting. So Luke Cooper waits at about his 31-yard line. We've seen him take off with it before. The long snap to him, a couple of steps, and gets the kick away this time. Ball bounces down inside the 20, down to about the 10-yard line in Madison Central territory. That's where the Indians will start. About 3.5 minutes to go in this game.
Yeah, really nice job hitting them deep right there. One of the best punts tonight for Cooper.
Madison Central offense back on the field. We saw Liam Daly at quarterback in the last series. Madison Central coming in on a 3-game losing streak. Five and 4 on the year. Looking a lot better than 5 and 4 tonight. And Daly just takes a knee. We're down to 244.
I see him in victory formation. Looks like, yeah, this one's just about done.
And Daly over to the sideline. A second down 12 play for Madison Central as the clock nears the 2-minute mark. Liam Daly takes the snap, takes the knee, whistle blows, and under 2 minutes to go. So Madison Central closing out what will be an eye-opening score, I think, KJ, when others look at this score from around the state.
Yeah, I don't think anybody expected this tonight.
Coming up on a minute and a half to go now as Madison Central will go to 6 and 4 for the season, 5 and 4 in the regular season, had one cancellation. Here is Daly, ready to take the snap, does so, takes the knee. And we're down to 1:16 to go in the game. Connor Herbst, a great return to the lineup tonight after missing the game last week, or last game that Madison Central had played, and Daly filled in at quarterback in that game. He lost a 14-10 game to Bryan Station. Clock at 40 seconds. Now delay of game called against Madison Central. That comes with 29.6 seconds to go. Clock running again. And the players are leaving the field now. They'll line up for the midfield handshake as the clock runs down, and Madison Central is going to register a 42-0 win here at Tates Creek tonight. Final seconds running off. Big win for the Indians, and they will advance in playoff action here in Kentucky. The final score tonight, it was Madison Central 42, Tates Creek 0. We'll begin our wrap-up in just a moment here on Glycod.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Take your ride to the next level in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
The new 2025 Kia Carnival is the definition of next level, and you can score yours for just $449 down and $449 a month. Or drive home the crowd favorite 2024 Kia Telluride, just $399 down and $399 a month. Plus, get as low as 1.9% financing on select 2024 models like Kia Sorento, Sportage, and Forte.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Next level savings start at Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Cartown Kia, your dealership for unmatched design, performance, and savings at 3120 Lexington Road in Nicholasville. Visit them online at CartownKiaUSA.com.
Back at Tates Creek High School, the Madison Central Indians have won it by a score of 42-0 over Tates Creek tonight. And KJ, they really dominated from start to finish this evening. They did it with the offense that was so impressive with the precision of the fundamentals, and then defensively that's never disallowed Tates Creek to get anything going tonight.
Yeah, they really followed the game plan, I think, perfectly, and as you said, just dominated the whole game just from the start and kickoff where they almost returned it, and then they actually scored 2 touchdowns on that drive because one got called back, and then they come right back and score another touchdown, and then they're able to get Tates Creek off the field on the 4th down and then come back and score again. So really just dominated the whole game.
Yeah, they did, and so Tates Creek concludes its season now. The Commodores had a 4-game losing streak coming into this ball game tonight. Looked like they were headed into district play on a good note. Their last loss was, ironically, 42-0 at Bryan Station on September 20th. And then a 42-0 loss tonight. Tates Creek had won 4 in a row after that loss to Bryan Station. They beat Tates Creek beat Dunbar. They beat Lafayette 46-30. They beat Henry Clay 38-25, and they won at West Jessamine last week 42-21. So this was a team that appeared was coming in on a good note. Well, they were coming in on a good note, and just ran into a team tonight, Madison Central, that had lost some tough ball games, but really turned it on tonight and dominated from start to finish. And they win it tonight by a score of 42-0 over the Tates Creek Commodores. And we want to check out our Drive of the Game, brought to you by Central Kentucky Driving School, raising the bar on driver education. To sign up for more information, visit drivecky.com. And we decided the Drive of the Game was one that occurred just before halftime. A lot of action just before halftime as both teams had opportunity to score. And as it turned out, Madison Central did score with just 19 seconds left in the second quarter. A 7-yard pass from Carson Herbst to Cody Morrison, and with the kick by Gilbo, it was 35-0, and that really set Madison Central apart. I think they obviously 28-0 is a good lead, but it looks like Tates Creek was threatening there, and then they not only turned it around, but they ended up putting a score on the board themselves. It was an excellent drive. Yeah,
and I would say that's the drive of the game just because of how it went. It went with the blown coverage. You come out of a timeout and have a guy wide open, and they throw him for the touchdown, and that's just something you can't have come out of a timeout for Tates Creek. And then it also just kind of shut that door, made it a running clock right before halftime, so we just kind of put the game out of reach.
So the 4-play 85-yard drive was the drive of the game for us, and the drive of the game is brought to you by Central Kentucky Driving School, raising the bar on driver education. To sign up or for more information, visit drivecky.com. And we'll come back and have more on our postgame report in just a moment here on Glycod.
Your ride to the next level in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
The new 2025 Kia Carnival is the definition of next level, and you can score yours for just $449 down and $449 a month. Or drive home the crowd favorite 2024 Kia Telluride, just $399 down and $399 a month. Plus, get as low as 1.9% financing on select 2024 models like Kia Sorento, Sportage, and Forte.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Next level savings start at Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
Let's get real. You could go to work right after high school, but spend a little time with us and we'll give you a better chance to do more, be more, and earn more. College for the real world. College for your world.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time. While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
Back at Tates Creek High School, continuing with our post-game report following the 42-0 win by Madison Central over Tates Creek. And now for a look for tonight's scoring summary. Brought to you by IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. And KJ, as we look down the numbers for this, provided by our friends at WL Stats, and we appreciate that very much, but the numbers reflect the kind of game that we saw on the scoreboard. Madison Central with 20 first downs to Tates Creek's 9, a total offense. Madison Central 348, Tates Creek 103. Just a tremendous difference that we would not have expected in this game, but Madison Central got off to a quick start tonight, 10:57 to go in the first quarter. Bryant Mathis, 17-yard run, And then Gilbo, the kicker, went in, carried the ball in for the 2 extra points and got Madison Central out to an 8-0 lead. And that use of Mathis down there, let's see, for the game, he was 100 yards even for Bryant Mathis tonight. He has been their standout, but they've got a number of weapons that they can go to, and they seem to, at least tonight anyway, were able to pick and choose where they used Mathis.
Yeah, and as you said, they have a lot of weapons over there. We've seen Pritchard get a lot of carries tonight. We've seen DeBruce get a lot of carries tonight. We've seen Compton get a lot of carries tonight, and Barnes. So, like you said, a lot of guys that can spread the wealth too, but we've seen Mathis at the end of the day get the touchdowns.
Yeah, Pritchard tonight, 88 yards on 5 carries. Corinthian Barnes had 62 yards net tonight on 9 rushes, and Davion DeBruce had 10 carries tonight and 49 yards, averaging 4.9 a carry, and it did seem like he got 5 yards every single carry. He started a number of drives, getting 5 yards on first down, setting up 2nd and 5, and that means so much to get that first down yardage like that. Those guys were all big contributors tonight. Carson Herbst, 3 of 4 passing, 42 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So, again, they picked their spots, and then they executed when they had those spots.
They do. To throw 3 passes and 2 of them touchdowns. That's some really good execution right there.
Absolutely. The scoring continued. Bryant Mathis, a 17-yard run. Gilbo's kick failed that time, but it was 14-0 in the first quarter. Then in the second quarter, Mathis a 2-yard run. Gilbo a successful kick this time, an 8-play, 38-yard drive, and it was 21-0 in favor of Madison Central. They added scores in the second quarter on 2 touchdown passes to Cody Morrison, 22-yard pass from Carson Herbst. Gilbo added the kick to make it 28-0, and then the play we mentioned is our drive, part of our drive of the game. Cody Morrison, a 7-yard reception from Carson Herbst. Gilbo added the kick. It was 35-0, and then only 1 score in the second half. Bryant Mathis, a 9-yard run. Peyton Gilbo, the kick, and that what made it 42-0, and that turned out to be our final score tonight. So Madison Central wins it 42-0, and they advance in the playoffs here in Kentucky in 6A, classification 6A. So we will take a break here and be back with our players of the game and wrap things up from Tates Creek High School in just a moment here on Glycod.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
A new year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
Let's get real. You could go to work right after high school, but spend a little time with us and we'll give you a better chance to do more, be more, and earn more. College for the real world. College for your world.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Back to wrap things up at Tates Creek High School following the 42-0 win by Madison Central tonight. Tonight's most outstanding players are presented by Elite Building Products, locally owned and offering an outstanding selection of windows, doors, and siding. Stop in at 242 Wilson Drive in Nicholasville or visit them at elitekentucky.com. And KJ will go with the visiting team first tonight, and our player of the game, we chose Bryant Mathis. He certainly put a lot of points on the board tonight and did so in a way that they've come to expect. A very dependable runner and made some moves and showed us what he has as they got down near the goal line.
Yeah, when you have 4 touchdowns in an away playoff game, I don't think you can be overlooked as player of the game. And I also think that he crossed that 1,000 rushing yards for the season mark. So really nice game from him tonight, and, of course, the player of the game. And congratulations to Bryant Mathis. He and his teammates, an outstanding night tonight, but we thought he deserved the player of the game honors. Bryant Mathis of Madison Central. Now the Tates Creek most outstanding player. Of course, the Commodores struggled on offense tonight, but B.J. Evans gave him a great effort tonight and turned in another good ball game. He did. He almost still had 100 yards. And, I mean, I know his team didn't come away with a win, and they didn't really put on a performance that you would have liked, but he still did what he could to help his team out tonight. Of course, next Friday, we'll have playoff games next week on Glycod, and we invite you to stay up with the results and then watch glycod.com and see what the schedule is going to be as things fall into place. Our look ahead to next week is brought to you by New Vista. They see the good ahead. And, of course, we do have a pretty good idea that it'll be Madison Central against Bryan Station, and they just met in the last game of the regular season, and Bryan Station won it by a 14-10 score over a Madison Central team that was without its starting quarterback, Carson Herb. So that should be a very interesting matchup as Madison Central advances. And as far as our Glycod coverage, again, visit glycod.com, and we'll have the complete schedule and follow the playoffs all the way through for you on Glycod. And we hope you'll tune in, and we hope you enjoyed our broadcast tonight. And that will do it for us tonight. For camera operator John Strange, for producer Jackson Miller, and for KJ Jones, I'm Keith Elkins. Thanks very much for watching. Again, the final score, it was Madison Central 42 and Tates Creek nothing. Good night from Tates Creek High School on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been Central Kentucky High School Football, presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Never underestimate you. Tonight's game was brought to you by Cartown Kia in Nicholasville, movement that inspires. IBEW Local 369, power up your potential. Mathnasium of East and West Lexington, changing lives through math. Roosters, a fun, casual place for wings and more. Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky. Community Action Council. New Vista. Tech 24. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment. And Fast Signs.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this